The former Labour Party vice presidential candidate, Senator Datti Baba-Ahmed, has declared interest in running for president in 2027. Baba-Ahmed was on the same party's presidential ticket in 2023 with Peter Obi, who has now joined the African Democratic Congress, made his presidential intention public on Wednesday during a rally at Labour Party's National Secretariat in Abuja, saying he's doing this quite simply because Nigeria needs help.
For presidency before him. The records are there for you to see. I am my own boss. Simple. I'm not following anybody's trajectory. I'm not stepping into anybody's shoes. Can I please remind you that before His Excellency Governor Peter Obi aspired for presidency, I aspired for presidency before him. The records are there for you to see. In October 2018, I participated in the primaries of PDP, the then PDP in Port Harcourt. And I walked to Governor Peter Obi and I said, please, can I have your vote? And he smiled at me. What a gentleman he was. Nigeria needs people like me. Then your question about if I have decided to declare, I'm a law-abiding citizen and I'm also a loyal party member until the timetable is released by INEC.
Our Labour Party's National Publicity Secretary, Abayomi Arabambi, joins us now to discuss the import of Datti Baba-Ahmed's declaration to run for president on the Labour Party platform. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsday.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm the National Vice Chairman, Southwest,
all right, thank
of
you
Labour
for that.
Party now.
Thank you for the correction. Now, how significant is Datti Baba-Ahmed's declaration, and what message does this send to other potential presidential aspirants within the Labour Party?
Well, thank you so much. In the word of Martin Luther King, he said the ultimate tragedy is not in the oppression or cruelty done by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. And he said in the end, we will not only remember the words of our enemy, but the silence of our friends. Dr. Ahmed Datti said Nigeria needs help. And that was what propelled Labour Party to field Peter Obi in 2022, who campaigned against structure of criminality and structure of corruption. He now said Nigeria needs help because that indices is still there, but along the line, his former principal decided to jump the ship, knowing fully well that those indices are still there. And what are those indices? The very architect of our national misery, the very architect of our national collapse are the same people who are now presenting themselves as a messiah, presenting the people that poison our nation are now coming with a new prescription under a coalition. And Mr. Peter Obi knew this was the issue, the political trajectory of Nigeria as at that time, but decided to jump ship because Labour Party is the only party that is as clean as snow in 2022 before he came on board. And that, Dr. Datti Ahmed has reiterated that yesterday, that Nigeria needs help, and he came to say thank you, to the party leadership under the cerebral, the indefatigable, the undisputed chairman of the party, Barrister Julius Abure, Alhaji Farouk Umar, National Secretary, and other members of the NWC. And he now asks us that I still want to serve Nigeria, which is his inalienable right, to aspire on a higher ground because his former principal, had decided to jump ship, probably sleepwalking, into a coalition that is not going to mean well for Nigeria. So what it means for Labour Party is that we are going through re-engineering. We will still perform that feat that we did in 2022, because it wasn't particularly because of Obi, that we have that 6 million vote. Principally, it was because Nigerians were tired of the malgovernance of the APC administration, because it was only in this country that we are spending 2 banknotes for one denomination. That was as a result of the scandalous 8 years of the former the late president. These were the reason why, these are the things that propel Labour Party, that we campaign vigorously, to make sure we change those structures. But when those structures, still find their way, back along the line when the president emerges, you see some of those who are part and parcel of the Nigeria scandal in the APC, they now jump ship, that they are angry. They now want to, they went to form another association called ADC, Coalition. For us, we will remain where we are, and that's why he said he's not going to follow anybody's trajectory. So it's a new dawn as far as we are concerned in Labour Party, and we thank God that at least one out of the 2 that the party gave a platform to express their desire to be a leader and not looking for power, came by yesterday to say thank you to the leadership of the party. I now want to offer myself, for a higher service, not as a vice presidential candidate, and that is a good omen for us as far as I'm concerned.
All right, Mr. Arabambi, I would like to delve on the re-engineering aspect of what you just mentioned. Now, since the exit of Mr. Peter Obi to the ADC, what's the political sphere like in your party? Are you now more united than ever before? We still remember the exploits of the Aburo-led administration with all the endless court cases and so many upheavals and conflicts of interest. So is that out of the way, and Labour is poised to have a united front?
Yes, of course, we are more united than ever, and that you saw yesterday. For us, most of the ungrateful party members that we gave ticket and they walk away, all of them, they have deliberately sleepwalk into, the ADC coalition. We wish them well there. Definitely, it is a nature of soldier go, soldier come. We have people of timber and caliber that is now going to run, but we are now wiser, because in 2022, we dashed a lot of people tickets for the party. People that could not afford flight tickets from their state to Abuja, even when we are doing substitution here and there. But all of them now, they are big men and women. They have decided to be an ungrateful, party member to the structure that, that help them, because we don't have what we call independent candidacy in Nigeria. You have to run on a platform. But as far as we are concerned, most of those people now, I think they are looking for power, is not leadership. Because when you want to look for leadership, the very first election of former late President Buhari and the second that he lost against Obasanjo, definitely he may have even performed better than when he now saw that he must romance some structures for him to get into power. And we saw what happened, scandalous 8 years. And that was exactly what is happening to even the man that jumped ship, though he promises us that he's not going to leave, but he had decided, to betray his own trust, and he went away. But the trajectory is there from ABGA, to PDP, to Labour, to ADC. That one, seems to be what he likes to do. But for us, we have brand new set of Nigerians, people who want to offer themselves for service, just like, you saw Dr. Datti Baba-Ahmed when he came yesterday. It is not people that crave for power. I must rule at all costs. Oh, I am angry or something like that. We are presenting brand new set of Nigerians whose sole responsibility is to help Nigeria to get out of the present conundrum that we find ourselves.
Very well said, Mr. Arabambi. But it seems to me that you are quite bitter and angry over the events that transpired in the past. You seem to focus a lot on people that have jumped ship. So now I'm wondering what lessons the Labour Party has learned from managing the obedient movement and, of course, the 2023 election experience that will help you re-strategize and plan better for 2027. Very briefly, please.
Well, you see, in 2022, the national chairman, have, some measure of implicit confidence in, the ability of Mr. Peter Obi, and that was why, he felt he can do it with the bring back our guest Corona, Aisha Yusufu, Senator Victor Ume, and the rest of them. It wasn't as if INEC or anybody rigged us. This is where we have learned. Anybody coming now is not going to dictate to the party, no matter how early place you are, because it's a party that trusted him, and that was why deliberately Aisha Yusufu, Peter Obi, and co. decided not to upload 53,000 polling units where we have 44-point-something million votes. That was not, counted for us. So for anybody to now be blaming the party leadership that, it was because of Abure or somebody that, I'm going, there was crisis. They were the one that precipitated the crisis in the first case. Obi and Governor Lesoti, whom we are also waiting to expel. We are waiting to expel him because you will not come to our party and you now want to lord yourself over us. There are rules and regulations that guide the party. It's only it's only Governor Lesoti that is remaining now on the sideline. He has been suspended. We are waiting for some negative move for him, so that we can now ask him to go and join his friend in the ADC. But we are better prepared. We have learned that you don't just trust people, because we were warned actually by Governor Soludo that we have somebody who just want to use a party to trade. There was a letter you wrote to the chairman then that, be careful. We know this guy very well. Don't just give him in the latitude. But, the kind of chairman we have, he said, no, let's give him that benefit of doubt. But along the way, he betrayed the Labour Party. He betrayed, Barrister Julius Abure. And I will also ask him, he needs to seek forgiveness from that young man. He needs to seek forgiveness from Barrister Julius Abure. For him to make any impact, in Nigerian politics, he needs to seek forgiveness.
All right. On that note, Mr. Abayomi Arabambi of the Labour Party would like to thank you very much for your thoughts on this issue. It's good to have you with us on Newsday.